Today we arrived in this Xander and myself, upon arriving, gorgeous city, we got struck by lightning. Apparently, the lightning was ordered by Sidon, because we saw his face in the clouds. As we arrived, the king and queen greeted us. King was not a nice guy, because he looks like he doesn't know how to run a city. He was asking us if we have any idea how to stop this weather that's caused by Sidon, this terrible storm that has been going on for a while. Goddess Valis was suggesting that all the gods come together and sacrifice their powers to stop the hurricane. While, what's his name? The concubine, King's concubine was suggesting that we donate 10k gold for an ox. While Chandra's, who is Luthunia's spokesperson, was suggesting for the king to give up 70 children to Lutheria. And Kira, she suggested...
Guys.
I forgot what Gaius wanted.
He wanted to destroy the Temple of the Five.
Oh shit. Gaius, that Sidon's asshole, of an advice, wanted us to destroy Temple of the Five. That was, out of the question. Kara, she mentioned that she has an instrument that will help us with this weather. That instrument could potentially help change this hurricane. And that instrument was unfortunately stolen by Boreas, which is north wind. And she also had a band, and she was one of the winds, and Boreas was the wind. Yes, so today we're gonna find Kara's instrument, we're gonna look for Boreas, and they were last seen in a vineyard.
Yes.
According to Alice, it's the west of the city at the foot of Mount Vulcan. Shit.
I know, I think I said west at the time, but I meant
east of the city, foot of Mount Vulcan. That's where we get though.
Yes.
East side, motherfucker.
There was there was an interesting revelation. Well, not really revelation. We kind of knew already, but about Kira.
She's the goddess. I mean, we already knew. Also, yeah, I think Prometheus knows as well that he's been flirting with his aunt.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're related to Kira.
She came. Kira revealed herself to be the goddess of music.
Yeah.
The sister to your father.
Yeah. What's the problem with that? She's my hot aunt. Give her some attention.
As long as you're aware.
I'm full aware. You can stop me.
Is it Valis, who her sister?
Yeah, Valis is her sister. Yeah.
And
when you were before you were arriving, Kira was warning you that Valis is a real bitch, like real, like grade A. Like
she seemed pretty. Like from our interaction, it was all right. It wasn't like too bitchy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just to.
Valis is married to the king, by the way.
Yes.
She? Okay. And the king, is he any bit special, or is he just a random mortal? Is he?
He's been king for 20 years.
Okay.
And Mitros has flourished under his rule.
Oh, okay. Maybe more due to the queen, to be honest, than him. If Jasmine's recap was accurate.
Yeah. Queen Valis has been queen for a couple of centuries, or if not the monarch or one of the monarchs, a leading advisor. So
Mhm.
for centuries in the city.
Okay.
Okay, so to pick up right where we left off, it was evening time. You're just after meeting with the king and queen and his council. You left the grounds of the palace and decided to follow on Kira's suggestion of one of her instruments that was stolen by a former bandmate of hers. Um, you sent a message to Valis, who gave you a clue of where to go to the east of to the vineyards to the east of the city at the foot of the mountain, foot of Mount Vulcan, and you started to journey through the city to the vineyards. The journey on a peaceful day takes about an hour to the city walls and to the vineyard beyond. With the absolutely abysmal weather that you are suffering through, it's considered difficult terrain, so it doubles the time to 2 hours just to make the journey. Because the rain is horizontal, the wind is buffeting you from side to side or directly in your face, and you know when you feel like you're almost going horizontal walking into the wind, let alone the peltingly hard, like the blisteringly painful rain.
Mhm.
You journey through the streets. You don't see sight or sound of any living person as you walk through these streets. Not even bums in the corners of or like that you'd find in alleyways. Nothing. Everyone is boarded up. Windows are shuttered. Doors seem to be barred. You occasionally see roof tiles flying off of roofs in the wind that knocked a bit loose. But it is just, other than the wind that you hear roaring by your ears, you don't see or hear anyone else. After 2 hours of traveling through this horrible weather, I think you left at around 4ish. So say around this time now. You come to the vineyards, and the vineyards of Mitros are expansive. It's a vast field, with row upon row of grapevines, and even in the rain, even in this horrible weather, you can see even like no obvious signs of people that have tended to the vine to the vineyard, but the vines seem to be thriving, and the fruits that are blowing in the wind hang heavy. Plant life surrounding the vineyard is healthy, but nowhere the plant life surrounding the vineyard is healthy, but nowhere near as green and lush as the vines themselves. And as you arrive at the vineyard, what do you do?
Um, First of all, I I'm going to have a little bit of a huddle together in the rain, have a little bit of a speech with everyone. I'm going to use my inspiring speech, and I'll just give a short. I speak today about my citizens of Ukraine who are defending each other by paying the ultimate price.
Gosh.
They're defending freedom. I'm very happy. Shouldn't be laughing really close. What I've seen here now and heard now, I'm very glad to sense the mood, the unifying mood. I'm happy that we united today, all of you, all the countries of the European Union, and then we all get 8 hit points. So,
All right, I'll mark that in for everyone.
What's this European Union you have going on here?
it's a bit of a solidarity for the people of Mitros and Ukraine, all together to fuck up Sidon and Gaius especially. But I'm gonna be saying that it's vital that we get this done as quickly as possible. So we need all our heads put together to get this. What type of approach should people want for this vineyard? Do we go in or do we spread out to try and cover as much ground, or what do people want to do?
Well, from what I distinguish, they're kind of a half-friendly person. They were a friend of Kira, but Kira, would they be approachable?
He is difficult. He was always the most amorous of the group. Diplomacy is never a bad option. But with him, he's not. Yuria was always the most hot-headed.
He's still a god, isn't he?
No. He's just a satyr.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're the only. You're the only god in the
Yeah,
band.
no. Yeah. I'm the only deity.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
But I wouldn't use that as an I wouldn't say that he'd be a pushover, because he did get into a fair few scraps himself on the road or in taverns.
So we might have
the
to
wrong person's
subdue him.
daughter or wrong person's son in some cases. And he held himself.
Well, I think we start with trying to talk to him, and maybe just guarantee that he can't escape at the same time, subtly, not to give him any warning at first, but worst case scenario, I think the six of us should be able to teach him a lesson. But I think we should try diplomacy first.
True.
He might have loyalty towards Mitros anyway, He doesn't want to see the city wrecked as a result.
Okay. So, do we? What do we see in front of us?
You see in front of you, I don't know if you've ever seen images of Tuscany or some of the vineyards in Italy, where it is just rows of vineyards, rows of vines that just go into the distance, and you see Mount Vulcan up on your left-hand side, where the walls of the city meet Mount Vulcan and kind of circle around it. And these go right up to the base of the mountain and the walls. And you do see a bit of a path that leads through this vineyard in the direction of kind of dotted houses of those maybe that live around the area.
Okay. Oh, so there's a few. Yeah. There's a good few houses then.
I wouldn't say there's many. These look like they're maybe temporary lodgings for those that would work the vines when it's harvesting season. They don't look like they're long-term accommodation. But you do see a path that leads into a section of forest on the far side of the near it's not like a forest, but like slightly more wooded area. Near the back middle of the vineyard.
Let's go where the people would be.
So you follow the road?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay. So as you follow the road through the vineyards, I'll have you all make perception checks.
Ooh. Now, would it be too late, for example, for most of us to walk through the vineyard, or would you already in plain sight of the road? If to be a bit of a stealthy through the lines,
No,
this.
You can. The vineyards don't run in parallel to the road. They run kind of like you got the road running along here, and then the vineyards are just kind of lined like that. They don't. It's not really kind of they're lined up perfectly, because when you're going along the road, you want to be able to go into each vineyard.
That's a good point. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
roll perception.
All right, rolling perception, prompting you there.
Yeah.
I'll roll for Viger.
The first roll's the knife. Carl, what happened, bro?
Did I get 20? Oh shit, I did.
Oh, I got 18.
I'll roll for Phoebe.
Yeah, Croft forgot his glasses today.
Oh, damn. Okay. Carl and Viger, it's horrible weather. And Carl, you're feeling real cold now from like just the water that's soaked into your cloak and your hair and everything. It's just, and the wind. You're just kind of shivering a little bit. Even though normally, like in this time of year in this part of Mitros, in Mitros in general, it's normally easily 20 degrees. It's normally easily very warm, and you can sunbathe with ease at certain times of year. But right now you're cold. With a 20 and a 21 for Xander and Phoebe, you both see um you both see up ahead in like this kind of wooden passageway, where like it starts to get a bit more not forested, but more trees seem to have been planted around the area. You see two marble statues inside, dotted amongst the trees, of what look to be nymphs. And then you also hear the sound of musical laughter.
Interesting. I say, anyone else hear that music and laughing? Probably worth following that.
Phoebe heard it too.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Don't hear anything.
No, that's where Boreas is, right? I turned to Kira.
Kira just
Okay.
seems like it.
Let's get it.
Do we
Okay.
need to know anything about this Boreas guy? Is he like a fling or something? Like, do you guys have any bad blood that we need to know of? Is he sneaky?
He did try it on. And he did get a little obsessed. And that was one of the reasons why we all split up. He's got that kind of personality of really charming and really coming across really nice, but then you realize he's a fucking lunatic. Like,
When you say lunatic now, does he have any special skills that we should be aware of? Like, do you have any magical powers or anything like that we should just be, or is
more
he
than any other satyr, in that
Okay.
regard? But if he's got my harp, I don't know. Maybe it depends if he's used today or not.
is he reasonable? When he sees a bit of a lunatic, so probably not.
It depends. It depends on if you can, on what he wants. I don't know what he wants. Like, it was easy to know what he wanted when we started out, when we formed the band, because you just wanted to go around and sleep in every city and sleep with someone in every city of Talea and play music, and that was
A reasonable goal.
that. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's why we all had similar objectives. Like, I wanted to spread music and tell tales across all of Talea, and he was a bit more base in his desires. Very good, very talented player though. I don't really know what else to say.
So, guys, do we go in the plain diplomacy approach, or and try and convince him to give it back to us, or do we take it off him with some form? What do people feel?
I'd say ask him why he took it first, at the very least. Does he have a reason why he took it? We would very much benefit, and not only us, but the whole of Mitros benefit from it being returned to its owner.
Might I suggest maybe unnecessarily that one or two of us keep out of view to be a bit more subtle. I'm not sure why we might need it, but it might be unnecessary.
I think there's gonna be something that's gonna charm us.
We could leave
Hmm.
Vigor and maybe Phoebe outside. That way, they could keep a lookout.
Maybe.
Well, I was thinking more in range, but so he isn't aware of them, because he can't really target them unless it's an area effect or something. Charm with the harp on it. But
Well, okay, hang on. Let me just.
Phoebe would
Are we-
also know if you're talking about charm. She's resistant to charm.
oh,
So-
okay.
Yeah.
Standard two, right?
Standard 2.
Yeah, I am. But
So
not.
maybe Phoebe goes in.
Maybe
Standard
Phoebe. Yeah, maybe Vigor stays out.
figure out. I think
Um,
Leia would go out. Actually, no, Leia can stay in. Maybe Carl stay out. I don't. What do you want to do, Carl?
I'll take my chances.
Okay.
I feel pretty good about not getting charmed.
Fair.
Can I give you guys bardic inspiration?
I think you can.
Bardic? Oh, no, okay, so... You want Phoebe to give Bardic Inspiration? To whom? It's a singular... you target one person.
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration.
Can I ask Kira? Can I ask Auntie? Go on. Can I get some kind words of encouragement?
And it lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh.
Okay.
I'd say.
Hello.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Are we direct?
Connected.
Oh, you're okay.
Can I give you guys a bardic inspiration?
How, like, you can only give one person at a time Bardic Inspiration. As in, you have... Phoebe has 4 uses of Bardic Inspiration. And she can only give it out one at a time.
Yeah, but I
stack,
also have Kira, right?
I'm now controlling Kira from now on.
Ah,
Just because
shit.
she's since revealed herself to be a god, which means she might be more of a help than normal, but at the same time she might not. That was the kind of vibe she was giving. It's like I'll start being more helpful now that you've completed your things, but like
Okay, we
at the same
definitely
time,
we'll definitely need Kira inside
not
with
her
us
only
to
domain.
Let me
negotiate.
Kira in there. Yeah. I think I'll give someone bardic inspiration. I'll give Prometheus.
Yeah, because he doesn't
Alright.
have resistance to charm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How do I do that? I
Alright,
don't know.
I can. If just for simplicity's sake, I can do it. You're giving.
Okay. Phoebe
Prometheus?
gives Prometheus bardic inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration.
Before going in to Nymph Lair. What's this place called?
It's
don't know.
vineyard. It's just it's some of the vineyards of Mitros.
Vineyard.
Metro Splash.
So as you approach, so who is staying out and who's staying? Who's going in? Like who's trying to be stealthy? In other words,
I'm going in.
I'll go in.
Phoebe
I'll go
going in.
Phoebe going in, Leia going in,
Go in.
Prometheus going in, Carl going
It'll
in.
only be girls saying that.
Only no, Vigor won't stay out then. If you're okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
for
we'll
sure.
just all stow in, like, cause
We'll go for it.
might
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
If we were going to do that, we'd have 2 outside, the rest inside, kind of thing.
So you're all going in. What I'll do then is I'll describe what you see before I change the map. So as you follow the road through the vineyards, you come across this wooded pass that Xander and Leia noticed, not Leia, Phoebe noticed previously, and inside this wooded pass you see 2 large marble statues of leering nymphs that look to be in somewhat erotic poses, staring down at the path. Passing between these statues, you enter what looks to be some more vineyard itself, but also more treaded upon, kind of less the organized rows that you saw before, but looks to be kind of a site of revelry, covered in mist. And in the mist ahead, you hear the sounds of musical laughter and revelry. And it seems you stumbled upon a glade of fey creatures. As you enter, you see through the mist what looks to be a very handsome, blue-tinged skinned satyr chatting up what you would have met one of these before, but you'd recognize to be a dryad. Just kind of playing what looks to be a harp, talking to this, trying to chat up this dryad. And to the left-hand side of them, you see what looks to be an elemental of some kind, a water elemental, but at the same time, it doesn't have the same coloration of what you'd expect for primal elemental force. It looks to be almost red or pink, the color of the grapes around you. And you see, as it's just kind of stationary in one place, a trio of Menaids just taking cups and scooping it through this elemental and drinking, as they just relax, converse amongst themselves as they subtly watch their the show in front of them between who you now know to be Boreas and his dryad companion. I'll activate the scene there.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a really nice map.
I'm still loading.
It is
still loading.
still raining. It is, yeah. I've tried to preload it for you. It's fine. I haven't. I won't have people moving.
Whoa!
What the fuck, the Prometheus?
I don't know how I managed to twist myself, man.
How the hell?
Here, I'm struggling to move the map, so I was kind of must have
Just yeah, okay. If you can you keep it centered on your character?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can do
Okay.
that. So I'll tell you
So
when.
then you can just tell me where to move.
Okay.
Why did you PP equals passive? You
Uh,
wrote
What?
I don't know what that is.
PP equals passive perception. Carl rolled a stealth roll. It was a 2. What the fuck is this? Did you make a?
I don't know.
PP.
Oh,
What's PP?
it's
Zero?
passive perception. So
Oh,
it's
zero.
PP?
Oh, private draw, was it? To the GM.
yeah, it was something I could see, but you he was trying to be sneaky about something there.
I'm pressing buttons, bro.
Oh, you're pressing buttons? Okay.
No, I'm just pressing buttons.
All right.
Sure, man.
So as as he sees you, he looks up as he was strumming the harp, and he goes, "Oh, I wasn't expecting company. Welcome, welcome. What brings you here? I was prepared for a night in the rain, enjoying it with my beautiful companion. Are you here at a party?"
Why,
Hey,
yes.
Interesting thing to note is he has not spotted Kira yet, because Kira's kind of ducked behind Viger and Xander.
yeah.
We're just passing by, and we're wondering if we could take shelter under your because look at the weather. It's a bit disgusting, isn't it?
Oh, that's a great way of describing it. It's horrible weather, but it's good for the vines, and I suppose that's a good thing for me.
Do you like this weather?
I don't know. I prefer the sunshine. It soothes my skin more than this harsh rain. But my lovely companion here, Nefrile, she loves the rain. As the dryad who kind of like was kind of seemed to have been relaxing into the presence of Boreas before spotting you. She kind of like looking between the two of you, was like, who the fuck are these people? And as he's conversing, she's relaxing a bit more into the air, into the environment. And she goes, yes, I do enjoy the rain. It reinvigorates me.
Nice.
Have you
Nice
ever
to meet you guys.
have
Sorry.
you ever danced in the rain while drinking wine?
Boris goes, what a question is that? Look around you. We have our own wine elemental.
Yeah.
It is raining and we are drinking wine. What other thing to do but to dance?
That would be, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's quite obvious, isn't it, to have a little dance and a bit of a splash in the rain.
Oh, we should play some music while we dance.
Oh, I can. Do any of you play?
Phoebe stands up and show them her loot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she shows her loot and
I have a little drum.
Okay. Do you step forward, Xander?
Yeah.
Show your drum.
If he's going, I'm moving. What's this? My horse's name, Bucephalus, in front of.
You brought your horse with you.
No, I'm riding the horse.
Oh, you fucking no. Fuck.
Man, that's the whole reason I did it.
I think you kind of had to say that before we start.
Well, like I'm obviously on the horse. Like it's the whole reason I'm chosen.
Alright, so a war horse, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll get the proper stats.
How did I only get whatever 12 HP?
Wait, no, that was the riding
That's a
horse.
low HP for a horse. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think warhorse is what do I got? It's a 3d10 plus 3.
Oh
For
shit!
8 points.
Oh shit! That's really cool.
You got robbed for 30.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I will say if you are on horseback right now and everyone else is just kind of on the ground, you look very fucking out of place. Just as long as you're aware. Okay.
Well, I'm in full, like, you know, what do you call it, splint armor as well, so it's not like
Okay. Yeah. So you're on Bucephalus. So Xander, you Phoebe steps forward with her lute, and Xander, you step forward with your drums.
Yeah.
And as you step forward, Boreas suddenly notices the other member of your party behind you. No, you're not fast enough, man. And also, Kira's not really hiding. She's just kind of ducking behind Xander, and then when Xander stepped forward, there she is. And you know that little meme of a person just kind of going, smiling awkwardly and like with hand up, and just kind of going like that. She's doing that as Boreas is like looking at the two of you in front, as he just kind of looks at. Oh. And he's looking a little bit flustered at the side of her. And he just turns. Nefle, have I ever told you of the time when I dated quite successfully for quite a long time the goddess of music? And Nefle goes, you dated a god? Why yes, of course. I had to turn her down after a while. She became very needy. Kira, she got so attached that I'm a free bird. I can't. As he's kind of looking over at Kira in like I'd say, who's got the highest passive insight here?
I think it's
That would be Leia. Leia, you've got Leia and Vigor would both notice like he's fucking rattled at seeing Kira. Like he's just kind of like, oh shit, I need to bluff my way out of this situation. Is what you're seeing just from passively from his demeanor. It's like, oh yeah, she got very needy, and when we broke up, she insisted that I hold on to something for her. And this is of course where I got my heart. As he's kind of saying this to Nefle, it's also to enlighten, almost like to say, like, try to present another side of the story to the rest of you. Where are you fucking going on your horse?
Well, it's wandering a little bit. Yeah. What's that little thing? What's that? Oh, that's the horse, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just, you know.
Can
I'm
we
just,
walk slowly
Leave a few
forward
breaks.
just as a group?
Oh yeah. I'll move you up for it.
We shall
Oh, maybe it's
introduce
there.
ourselves.
Because like just we're quite far away. Because like
Yeah.
as imagine if it was in the rain, we kind of.
Oh yeah. And it's misty as well. It's not the best weather at all. Yes, well, main reason I'm informing you of this, Nefle, is I don't want our relationship to get soured by the fact that my ex is here.
Oh shit, he saw.
Oh, he saw Kira.
Okay.
Because Kira just kind of was doing that little wave to him.
Do we know what's that on the left hand side as well?
That's a water elemental.
Right.
It's a wine
Or
element.
wine elemental.
Yeah.
And there's like
And
3 people.
3 Menaids.
Okay.
And a Dryad. And Boreas himself.
Boreas and Nephile.
Nefle, yes.
Can Vigor prepare to cast Entanglement?
Huh? No! Hang on.
But
For what?
He's preparing. If he's preparing, so he's not actually done it.
If something happens, if we get attacked.
Okay, now there is a thing here. There's two things you could be doing here. He could be doing. He is just preparing for like on the first like if there's any sign of combat about to happen.
Yeah.
He's going to just like that's gonna like he's like before first round of initiative, he's casting Entanglement.
Yeah.
That's fine. But actually no, yeah, no, that's fine. It's just you got to be careful when you say prepare because prepare means within the next 6 seconds.
Right.
He's casting this spell.
Okay, no, I don't mean
if
that.
a condition is met.
I mean,
And if a condition is not met, the spell slot is wasted.
oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
getting at. So you need to be a bit more careful on the.
Okay,
on your
so
wording.
what do I say then?
You just say it's like if something goes wrong, he's ready to do something.
Oh,
if
he readies
yeah,
in action. Yeah, then.
Yeah, no, not ready in action. That's a different thing. That's a whole other thing as well. It's just like you're pretty much saying he's on alert.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
here he is. Here he is. He can say for himself if you want what it was.
Yeah.
There you go. I do.
Perfect timing.
Welcome.
Oh god.
Oh, and you've joined up as well. Beautiful. So, just a quick little recap of what happened. You left the city. You're in the vineyards. And you've encountered a blue-tinted skinned satyr by the name of Boreas, and his companion for the evening, a dryad by the name of Nephile. A water elemental that's actually a wine elemental that 3 Menaids are just scooping
Wine
like juice.
elemental.
Well, they're just you got 3 Menaids just kind of lounging around watching everything that's going on now with certain degrees of it, well, fair degree of interest as they just have cups in their hands and are just swiping it through the wine elemental and just drinking.
Are they
They're
drunk? Are they
um,
immune to it?
they're like they are enjoying themselves. Okay. What has happened just happened is Boreas has he's talking to Nephle, is talking about his ex and how his ex was so clingy, and he dated one of the five gods for a while, and when they broke up, she insisted that he held on to an artifact for her, and gesturing to his harp that he's holding in his hands as he's playing gently, and it's beautiful music that's emanating from the harp. And she's just kind of enraptured by what he's saying as you're all approaching. Prometheus is on his horse.
Oh shit!
Let me do something here. Let me see. Can I do this? Don't
Assume
move.
Prometheus knows all about Kira now.
Yeah,
Cool.
I don't regret a single thing. Nada. Nah.
So, are we partying?
But by the way, is your man? What's his? Is he holding the harp right now?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he's holding it, and he's strumming it lightly, and beautiful music is emanating from it. As Phoebe and Xander approached with their instruments to play alongside, but the moment he saw Kira, no interest in doing a little jam dance session. Well, it appears my ex has joined us.
Wait, what?
Can I by the way, just like, can I mentally prep a thing in a case of an action to levitate the harp if it's out of his reach? Oh, it's a bit of an if clause here. Like,
Right, you
'cause
want to levitate it out of his reach if he's already holding it.
no. If he releases it, like if he's far enough away, I want to levitate it
Oh,
to 20 feet.
he's holding this, like.
Okay, fair. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Never mind.
And it doesn't look like anytime soon he's gonna lay it down. Because at the moment, I'd say you would have, if you were all watching him, you would have perceived him noticeably holding onto the harp tighter the moment he spotted Kira.
Fair.
Okay. So what do you do?
I'll try and lure him to be more distracted with my drumming.
Okay, make a performance check.
Yeah.
Let's see how.
And I'd like to do
in the rain.
I'd like to do a backflip as well.
Damn.
Okay, you're doing the drumming first.
Okay.
So you continue on as if he hadn't spotted Kira as you start drumming on this. It's none of you would have expected Xander to just whip out some drums and then start playing them away. But it's surprisingly good. Even Phoebe's kind of looking like, why couldn't you do that when we were in the tavern? And it's the kind of music where like you do. Why are you taking long rests?
Because I didn't get a chance to in the last session. I'm missing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Did you guys have a long rest in the last session, by the way, or no? If you didn't, then
we probably did.
if you didn't, then I'll take it back. It was only to replace 10 lay on hands. That was all it was. So.
Oh no! That lay on hands is you put it on Xander or whatever because we got hit by lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll take that off here now. My bad, guys. Yeah, it's still there. Cool.
Oh, you're muted, Dan.
realize I had a hotkey for muting myself. You started
mate.
drumming, and you surprised yourself almost. Where and Boreas, who's in the middle of kind of trying to convince his current girlfriend that his ex isn't the problem, he just kind of like he just looks and he's not bad, as he starts to strum his own harp, and very quickly he I'll roll performance for him.
Can I make a? Oh, what's that for?
Oh shit.
Oh shit, we back again.
Oh, that was you, Prometheus. Why are you doing that for? Right?
Yeah,
That's
what
me.
were you trying to do with your animal handling? What are you trying to do?
Oh, no,
Because you rolled a
whoa,
one,
whoa.
you need to tell me what you're doing.
Trying to handle
So
somebody now.
all I was trying to do was I was trying to get the horse to kind of sit down. That's what, they go down for like.
What, like a
for-
doggy sit or something?
Yeah,
Well, kind of.
just
You know, they
like,
kind of.
like horses can kind of. Oh, they can't really sit down though. They can
They
lower
kinda-
themselves, but
they
they can't.
lower
They don't
Okay, I'll
really
try to get
sit
them lower.
like. Oh, they
I
can.
know they kind of like I'll
Yeah,
lower myself.
okay.
So,
So you
pull
try to
off the horse.
communicate this to Bucephalus as you try to lower it, get him to lower down. It's like there's just a moment where you two are very linked as like as rider and mount. You just very in touch with things. But something about the way you communicated it to him as what you wanted him to do didn't quite get clear. It wasn't quite clear to him. So he thought when you said get down, it was like just the front legs to go down. So you go toppling over him, completely not expecting it. I'll need you to make a dex save.
Okay, here we go.
Here, I'll prompt you here.
Thank you. Oh my god. Please, 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 please.
Okay, that was just to see whether you take any damage. Whether you're landing on your neck or not. And you just go tumbling over the front of your horse as you just land on the ground, kind of in a heap, but fine. And it's just a moment of you looking around as everyone's kind of drumming, and Xander was drumming and Boreas was playing the harp, and they both just stop and look at you, just sitting on your ass in front of the horse. It's now just kind of front legs bent, just arse up in the air, like looking at the horse, and your horse is just looking at you now. What are you trying? What's the performance check? You've already made a fool of yourself.
It's pretty much just to strike the pose, you know, when you're kind of lying on your side like this, and your legs up, and you're kind of like lying sideways. I'm just trying
Yeah, it's you look less of like you falling on in a heap, but more just kind of like it's
Yeah.
still not dignified, but it's more dignified than it could have been.
Okay.
And then Boris says, "You don't see that every day. Well, what brings you to our company?"
Well, to be honest with you, we're looking to see if you have Kira's harp.
And he like, there's no pretense of deception here. He just looks down at the harp in his hand. He goes, "And if I do?"
We
You
would
want
like to borrow it if that's okay.
Well,
And also, why
can.
are you still keeping your ex's stuff? Like, isn't Nephilim?
Gave it to me. She gave it to me. And Kira's like, "I didn't fucking give that to you."
Alright, alright. Somebody has to poke her away. Tension's rising a
Phoebe's
little
like right
higher.
beside Kira, and Kira's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
taking a step forward. As Phoebe just kind of holds her back a little bit. She's not trying to get too in the front of it. It's like, Boris, I'll have you know you did. You maybe might not remember, but you did give it to me. And I am looking after it, and yes.
It was pristine. Thanks for
I
looking
take
after
good-
it.
I do take good care of it. Now, if you do happen to want to loan it from me, I am having. I've had some issues with some merchants, some wine merchants that come through here. I'm I'm looking after these vineyards. It used to be something I did a while ago, and then I got into the Four Winds for a time. I'm sure you've heard of us, given your accompaniment. And I then decided that wasn't my vibe anymore. So I came back to my old job to be keeper of these vineyards. And I've been having some problems with some merchants. They've been not paying. And if you happen to bring me their heads, then you can have the harp.
Could I insight check on that?
Yes, you can.
Do it as dexterity as well?
Oh, sorry. Whoops, I didn't realize it. Did I prompt a choice? I didn't mean to prompt a choice.
Yes.
So 15. 15. He's not entirely truthful. He wasn't given the harp. And two, yeah, he is truthful in the fact that he did work here before. Then he joined the Four Winds, and now he's back here. The why he's back here doesn't really come across as like he wants to be back here, but this is an option for him. He's just kind of like, I'll just come back here and I'm surrounded by wine, and then as for the merchants, he does seem like he's been hard done by some merchants.
Do you have a name of these merchants?
Yes, Trellis and Septia. They have problems with their memory sometime, and they just don't pay. And then when I get back to them, when I get onto them about it, they just brush me off saying they paid me last week. And they've never done such a thing. So, if you kill them for me, that'd be great.
Hang on, this doesn't make sense. If you kill your merchants, then you'll never get paid. Ever. So how are you gonna make your monies back?
They're not the only merchants, they're just the ones that annoy me the most. It'll send a message to all of them. Pay me or die.
That's smart. I like your ways. You know what we should do?
I'm a very good businessman.
I actually have some wine that I've procured from my adventures. If you'd like to, have some.
Yes, where'd you
All of
procure
you.
it from? What's the vintage?
It's from it's one of the taverns where we're on the way here that we saw, and she was quite mysterious about it. Like where it's from. I was wondering if you want to share it with me. I thought it was nice.
Okay, time for you to make a persuasion check.
God, please.
We move slightly closer.
Actually, I'd give you. Okay, yeah, you can. Oh, move a bit closer.
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage as well because it's alcohol and he's fucking he likes alcohol.
No, please.
Ooh.
19. Okay.
Nice.
You were saying the right things to him for him to kind of
Yes.
like it. Let me just move you forward if you're talking.
I'll bring it up. And so that alcohol content very high wine that we got from the
I know what you're doing. He goes, so you don't even know the name of it? Well, that makes it more intriguing. I suppose a little sip wouldn't do any harm. As he reaches forward for the bottle, do you hand it to him?
I will pour it for him
Oh,
as a gesture of respect.
okay. And he gestures towards one of the to the Menaids over to the side, which brings over a cup to him.
I'll pour it for everyone here.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get some wine.
So
Bring
all
up
of
the
the
wine,
Menaids,
guys. Let's have a
all of the Menaids
party.
come over as you pour.
Yeah.
I'll put you there. As you
Oh
pour
my God.
each of them.
Just freeze.
Like
As you pour each of them
one
a bit of
glass.
this. So they all need to make Constitution saving throws.
I actually don't know what this wine does anymore, but apparently it's very potent. Please be bad. Please all be bad.
Okay. So all three of the Menaids have failed.
What's happening? This is the next.
I let them
so,
drink alcohol.
Leia's passing out the insta-drunk alcohol that you got in the tavern.
Fantastic.
The mysterious tavern. Nephle has failed as well. Let's see, Boreas.
Shit. Please, everyone fail. Fuck!
Oh shit! He loves it.
He needed a 20 and he got a 20! With a +1, he rolls a 19.
Oh my god.
So you pour out to everyone. You pass it, you pour it into each of the 3 Menaid cups first, as they just the moment you pour it out, they just down it, and they immediately start swaying, as they just completely just like holy fuck. And one of them starts coughing, and another one just turns around and starts retching almost like it's about to throw up.
Oh no.
And then poor Nephle, she takes it. She just sees what's going on. It's like, how bad could this be? And she just takes a drink, and immediately just passes out. It's just insta KO for her. She is unconscious.
Is he when he's drinking, actually no, keep going.
He's still holding onto the harp with one hand, and he's drinking.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
You like it?
he takes it he's just watching what happened to all of the others. Are you sure this is alcohol? As he goes and takes a sip, and he's, that is strong. I like that. Where did you say you got this from? Look at the effect it's had on my companions.
I know. You should have a little bit more because, like you can take your alcohol. Kudos to that. Man.
Thank you very much. Yes, I have much practice. As he is starting to slur his words a little bit, but he's still very coherent.
Wait, does he only have to do one Constitution
Yeah, it's
check?
only one Constitution save.
So about these merchants, though.
Yes.
Do you think if we just bring you the money, it will be grand? We'll make sure they pay twice as much as they're supposed to pay you.
See, the thing is, even though I wasn't lying when I said they were forgetful, as in they don't remember what happened last week. They remember what happened a year ago, but something must have affected their memory, and they just forget things. So when I deliver, or when I organize the delivery of wine, they believe they paid me 2 weeks ago, when they hadn't paid me for the previous week.
You know what? They do sound annoying.
Yes, it's very annoying. I don't want them dead.
And you promise you'll give us this harp when we bring you their heads?
Of course.
What
Intact, though?
Wait, could we use the harp now and then deal with the...
What are you going to use the harp for?
What?
Why are you here for it?
Well,
We like the tunes. Kira promises a tune. That's why we're
Yeah.
here for the harp.
You think she can play it better than me? And Kira just goes, fucking course I can. It's my bloody instrument. She's just like, she's not happy to see him, and she is just like, she is going like, she will chime in whenever she feels like it, but it's never going to be positive.
Like we could have a
Jam party.
a jam battle off, you know, like see how good we are. See, like, put your money where the mouth is, you know.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage, because he's not.
But then
He
he's
doesn't-
drunk.
He's not, but he succeeded.
Oh.
Oh.
Let me prompt you now. Persuasion.
As Andrew's saying this, can I say, oh yes, and I start to take off my cloak as well, my nice woolen cloak, the what I call the Yeti
Yeah,
cloak.
it's wet in the rain. Very wet from the rain.
Oh, I can ask. I'm gonna.
Sorry,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
awkwardly ask.
Let me just answer Xander's thing
Yeah.
of like a music battle off. He goes, no, I've got nothing to prove. If you want the harp, kill the merchants, kill Septi and Trellis, and it's all yours. You will do me a favor by killing them, and I will repay you by giving you the harp for eternity, for all I care.
As I'm
Does that sound good
As
to
I'm
you,
listening-
Kira?
Would you
Uh,
promise us you give us the harp like in pristine condition though? You know. We don't want anything to happen to the harp when we're gone, basically. I know you've been taking good care of the harp, but you know, just so that our mission's not, you know,
I promise.
gone to waste.
I promise. If you kill those two, go for it.
Okay.
I will give you the harp as it currently is.
as you guys are talking, I'm next to Carl, and I'm like, Carl, seem to be getting anywhere with this. I mean, should I just try charming him? Maybe see if he can give us the harp. And I start like, my hand starts tingling, and like, I'm kind of like half and half, and I'm
Okay.
standing behind Carl at this moment, so like, it's still like, this conversation's still going on, you know.
Yeah,
Trying to decide
So
about it. And
Carl.
I'm like, Carl, what do you think, man? Like, I don't know if we've got enough quests, man. Like, should I try this? Try and...
Everyone else is sleeping, right?
no,
All the companions.
the three Menaids are they're still standing, but they're pissed. Like, they are drunk off their faces. His dryad companion is gone.
Yeah,
Like, just not dead. She's just unconscious in a heap on the ground. She just it was one of those comical moments of just falling back in a heap after taking a sip.
I think to hold off for now, Baker. I don't think there's any reason to.
Okay.
We can
Carl,
rob the merchants, but this guy
I was
doesn't
th-
look
I
like he
was-
is much
Yeah, I mean, if this
worth
works, man.
other than
Yeah.
the
Okay.
hype.
All right, I'll trust
We'll
you.
rob the other guy.
I will say, sorry, I didn't really describe his clothing. He is well dressed. Like he looks to like his clothing is very it looks like in the style of adventurer's clothing, but more kind of flamboyant. Like a little bit like his shirt has a bit of a purple hue to it. It's not quite silk, but it's nice. A lot of his clothing is nice, if not a little bit frumpled from where wear at the moment. He doesn't have an iron. But
I'll also mention one more thing to Bigger. It's just, if we do get into a fight, there's no guarantee that the harp will stay intact when I shoot my fireball on everyone. If it gets into a fight, hold off for now.
All right.
All right.
so you try to convince him to Xander, you try to convince him to get into a music battle, and he's not willing.
I asked Kira what are her thoughts on these merchants.
Never heard of them before. I wouldn't even know where to start looking for them.
Yeah, like
And
I-
Boreas trying,
Yeah.
Boreas, like, Kira's not being quiet, but she's not like shouting it out. But Boreas still notices as he's kind of sipping away at this lovely drink that Leia gave him. I believe they have some ties with the Temple of Lutheria in the city.
I'd say we at least investigate it.
Something about this guy. What's his actual name again?
Boreas.
Oh, okay. He's the guy with the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he know Gaius? Like, have you told? Like,
He doesn't
much
know.
about
Like,
Gaius?
you
Okay.
haven't talked to him about that. So
Cool.
I ask him a question. It's like, so have these merchants done anything that wouldn't be fair business practice to you? And I want to inside check at the same time as he's answering. So,
they don't pay me. And you inside check. Let me prompt you.
Oh, that was me.
Oh shit! I thought I unclicked you.
Oh, you got me. Oh shit.
Yeah, I got Prometheus, but I forgot. Oh yeah. Oh, I had you selected by accident. It's a 20. He's not wrong in them having they haven't paid him, but he's also not being entirely truthful as to the reason for their memory loss. He's claiming that he just doesn't know anything about it, but you get the impression that he knows a little bit of something as to why they don't remember to pay him.
Hey.
I think we need to use some kind of. We're not getting anywhere with this guy.
Wait, well, Max is the only one with her. Prometheus is the only one who knows this right now, so can't mitigate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if that's the it still feels weird why they would. Do you know one that you could go to apart from this to like without killing them? Seems like an extreme step, you know. We don't think.
Well, you see, I have my own money lenders that I have to pay, and I'd rather not go into the city where they might find me.
Oh. Okay, you're a man like many, you know. Gotta hide from some people to.
We all have our enemies,
Of course.
and I'd rather avoid mine.
Okay. I don't know, guys.
What do you do?
Well, we move the conversation inside because I'm getting. So...
There is no inside. You're in a
no...
glade. It's like it's
there's
covered
no
by trees.
There's no shed. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm a little
It's
confused
just-
how you got here. Actually, was it just
you walked through. There was a road that led into this glade through the vineyards.
right?
On the east side of the city.
And they were just in there, were they?
Yeah, they were just in there. This is like where he resides.
Cool.
It's like it's covered.
Oh, okay.
And by trees, but at the same time, the vines here, even though they're covered by trees, don't seem to have been detrimented by a lack of sunlight.
Okay, something I'd like to do, just asking the D&D. Can I, as this conversation is going on, am I able to walk back towards the horse, walk over to these bushes, come down, while this conversation is taking place, try to cast charm without being seen? I haven't done anything, by the way. Like, I'm not gonna do it unless there's some safety to it. Charm him without anyone seeing the action, and then me, after charming it from the bushes, you know, notice that he's kind of perked up a bit, you know, that the spells worked or whatever, and then come out and, you know, just talk to him as if I was like his best friend, like, oh, long time no see, and like he just assumes he knows me because I've charmed him, to the point where he hands me the harp. Is that possibly something I can do?
We could give him a hug.
Yeah, give him a hug as if I know he's like a really good mate, and then he gives me the harp, and then he forgets that he gave me the harp, and I'm kind of like, oh, nice to know you, man, and I like start walking away. I
Who's
know
a
there's
hug
probably
What I-
some
what I
stealth
would
checks and
say-
stuff in there, but yeah.
What I would say is, charm does not. You don't need to do that from.
Just more so for being discreet.
Like,
Okay, if you want to be discreet about it, you can make a sleight of hand check because it's verbal and somatic, which means there's like you saying something which could be you like whatever you're saying to charm them, but then there's also like some hand motions which
Which is why I'd be in
could
a
potentially
bush.
trigger. Yeah, but then it's at the same time he might like you also could be questioned like why the fuck is he walking into a bush? He's not blind.
like,
But if
Carl,
he's
it's
just
kind of
standing-
useless to go into bush because
Yeah,
like
you could, so either
Okay,
you're either making a stealth check or a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, so either way I have to like, yeah, okay.
So you're either doing one where you're standing, you're either doing a sleight of hand check from where you're standing to charm him, or you're slipping away to then go into the bushes so he can't see you when you charm him.
Okay. I mean, there's no, like, I think trying to get the stealth isn't a big issue. If he asks me where I'm going, at least I can be like, oh, you know, looking at some.
So
grapes.
you want to dip away. Okay. that's
Yeah,
fine.
I just want to dip away towards these grapes in this direction, but also somewhat stealth so that I get into the bush. And then obviously my reaction would be, if he asks where I am, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm just looking at the grapes. Come on. Oh no.
11. Okay, let's see what he rolls. What his passive.
That would've been nice.
What he rolls.
Let's go.
Fuck. Okay, he doesn't notice. He's too enamored by the drink that Leia's given him and by the conversation from Prometheus Sander, and then also Kira's presence is enough to rattle him enough that he figure you disappear into the bushes off to the side. But I will say, Kira, Phoebe, Prometheus, Leia, and Sander all notice you disappear. Carl, you don't. One moment, figure's there.
What?
Next moment he's gone.
It's literally right.
Right in front of him, but it was one of those things where your passive perception, you just kind of focus on the conversation, Carl, that you don't even like. One moment Vigor's there, next moment he's just disappeared.
He was distracted by his poison, man.
Okay.
Speaking of poison,
So can
I'll
I
do it
charm them
later.
now? Is that
Okay.
okay?
You want to try charm him? So you're casting charm person.
I'm casting charm.
Oh shit.
Please
moment.
work. Please work.
Okay. Charm person. So he.
Saving throw DC 15. You need a
Okay.
15 or higher.
That's pretty high.
15 or higher, but he has advantage
Oh no. Wait, why?
Yeah.
because he's Fey. He's a satyr.
Oh, okay.
But does he not have a little bit of drink in him?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That-
he's
that-
got drink
but
in it.
it's kind of like just if you have a little bit of drink in you, do you all of a sudden lose
Wait,
your
wait,
elvish ability to
Does
get?
that mean I
advantage?
get advantage then on my throw?
You're a nymph. You're not
Ah.
He's a satyr. That's a feature of the satyr. Just like it's a feature of elves.
Cool.
Um,
Let's see what happens here.
Okay, so he rolls advantage.
No.
Oh.
17.
Damn it.
Okay, what are you saying to try and you like? You have to be like. There is a verbal part of this to charm him. So what are you saying?
Well, considering I was gonna be like his friend, I was saying something along the lines of, you are my blue friend. You are my blue friend. You are my blue friend. Just like repeating that 3 times in the bush.
I'm blue.
Smurf.
da-
Okay.
da- da- da.
he immediately like he does hear you. He does have to hear you for this to work. So he does turn turn to you in the bushes. He doesn't spot you immediately, but he does hear what you're saying. What's going on in there? So one of your, and he turns back around and he's like, you can see him kind of doing mental calculus. Like,
Shouldn't he have a? Okay.
it's like one. Come on out. Are you trying to charm me?
I think he's having a pee.
Yeah.
Okay.
As like
So Xander, is that what you say?
Yeah.
no.
Okay, Xander's saying that, so that means let's
Oh god damn it.
deception check from Xander. See if he can throw you off.
Oh, this could work really well. Actually, good shout on that one. No.
Oh,
He just looks at you, Xander. Come out. Were you
Yeah.
trying to enchant me?
No. This is really embarrassing. I actually call my ding dong my blue friend. I'm so sorry if I disturbed your conversation.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Let's go.
Okay, he has to roll insight.
He has to roll it higher than that, does he?
Yeah.
I swear, if he gets a natural 20, is it like fair play?
Oh,
let's
that's
go.
close.
Plus 0 as well.
Take that. Okay. And then as I kind of get a bit embarrassed, I'm picking some grapes.
He's looking at you, and he's more alert now. To all of you, but he just due to the nature, the color of your skin, it did seem a bit more.
And
Fun.
as I'm coming out of there, I'm like doing the animation that I like had maybe like put my ding dong away, you know, in my pants, like kind of given the animation that I was, you know, having a pee.
Yeah, and he does believe you.
Okay.
But he's still like on edge because he did feel something. Because it was a magical effect that you were casting on him, and he did feel something. He just shook it off, and he was trying to figure out what it was, but he hasn't twigged that it was.
That's good. I tried. Oh well.
Yeah. Can I ask, Kira? Can I come to like, what was this guy like in the day? Was he good at convincing? Was he good at convincing people? Was he good at chatting people up, or is he a little bit rubbish at that type of thing? It's like,
judging by your proximity, you are right beside him. Are you turning to Kira to then ask you that question in his presence, or are you stepping away over to Kira?
I'm doing it, but I'm doing it kind of like a laugh in a way. It's kind of a bit of a teasing element because I'm gonna refer to her as like Auntie. I bet he wasn't as good as he's been saying all the time. You know?
She just looks at you and then at him, and she's glaring at him. She goes, "Back in the day, he was a fucking slut."
Ooh, damn. Okay.
And he wasn't picking up good looking girls or good looking guys. He was scraping the bottom of the barrel. That was all that would go out with him. And he's hearing this. Well, you slept with me.
Oh shit!
Oh damn!
And
we all make mistakes.
And she looks at you, Prometheus, and she nods.
But like, what did you serenade, or did you what would have been like your favorite song like?
What do you mean?
Like
when I'm picking up
yeah.
my accompaniments for the night. I suppose it depends. If I was playing earlier, I've already wowed them with my musical talents. But otherwise, I just use my good old-fashioned charm.
I could get that. I mean, just the reason I want to apply to a sense of humanity or a sense of life, where we are here really to save the city of Mitras. And I'm wondering, and we only temporarily need the harp. It's something which is need to save thousands of lives, maybe more. So, would you not, for the greater good, give it to us? Let alone.
Okay. You can make. I'm gonna prompt you now for a persuasion check.
You have
But it's gonna-
inspiration.
You do have inspiration, which because you. I can. You hit.
I think it's
Wait, let me do it.
minimum 2 or something,
Let
is
me
it?
prompt. Let me do it again for you. It was. I had to do it again because you did a long rest, which would cancel it out. So you do get to make a persuasion check, but it's with disadvantage because you've already kind of gleaned that this guy not very generous. He's very much like an asshole.
Yeah, that's alright.
So
Disadvantage. Okay.
disadvantage. I'll prompt you here. Persuasion.
Oh shit! I think.
Wait, do you already do it?
I'll let you do it. So let you do it.
Oh no, you already did it. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh, cool.
13. Okay.
Oof.
You can add your bardic inspiration to that as well.
Yeah, I'll do that. So it's a D6. Is it
D6 minimum 2.
Let me double check it because she has some stuff that she can do on her.
That's not too bad. Not too shabby. If that is a D6.
Okay. It's alright. Just she has some cool shit she can do on her bardic inspirations.
I think it's minimum 2. That's it.
How many verses is she on now?
Something
A
like
fuck ton.
She's on
17-ish?
23.
Damn, 23.
Minimum value 3. Okay. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's 4. So that brings you up to
17.
17. You're getting through to him. But he's looking very much like he's. I suppose I could give you the harp, but I don't want to. I need something in return.
Would you like this very gorgeous wine?
Something I do like my alcohol, and that is some lovely alcohol, but something a bit more. Something a bit more.
Would a financial incentive encourage you? By the way.
Why can't we just get the heads? You guys like to fight, right? Just kill 2 guys and bring him the heads. And we can also rob the merchants. Win-win.
Actually, that's a good point. Okay, I'm down. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that.
We were on the way to do that shit, right?
I agree with Leia. Come on, let's go. Let's get it.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
We get money and we get to kill. I'm down.
Did he react at all to my suggestion of a bit of
monetary incentive? He did get interested. He does look interested in that. But at the same time, when Leia started talking about killing them, he seemed kind of like. All right, because you asked if he was interested, I'll prompt you for an insight check here.
Oh, come on. I don't want to use anti-bardic inspiration again, but it's only popping up. So
it's only popping up
now. Yeah, so I have to press it if I.
Yeah, we'll just subtract the.
Okay.
Dice.
That's only 2 anyway. So. Oh my.
Oh wait. What?
What?
Okay, hold on. That's a little bit fucky. I'm just gonna prompt you again because it's used it now. I don't understand what the fuck happened there.
5 damage.
What was it? It was insight.
What do you do?
Oh,
Hey, Jasmine.
Oh, Jasmine?
Hello. Hello. Welcome
Hello.
home.
A lot, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna listen."
Woo.
I don't have my laptop on me, so don't worry about me.
Okay.
Cool.
So anyway, just to brief little thing for you. You've gone into the vineyards and you're talking to Boreas at the moment. You're not in combat or anything like that. You're just trying to see if you can diplomatically get the harp off of him. And Prometheus is after asking him, like appealing to his better side, somewhat successfully to interest him, but at the same time he's looking like he wants a little bit of money out of a little bit of something extra out of the agreement. And when you mentioned money, Prometheus, he did perk up at it, and he did seem like that. It does seem like he would accept that. But then at the same time, when Leia suggested killing the merchants, you saw a ghost of a smirk come across his face, briefly.
Can I continue? I'm going to continue on the rant. As I see the smirk, and I'm going. You think it's right to be killing people to solve your problems, and I'm going to start going into is that the right thing to do when there's tens of thousands of lives, and you're going to start hearing a rumble come from my throat from so I get more and more animated. And I'm going to, as this lecture goes on, I'm going to go scorn the unworthy as this rumbling goes on about is this right or not to do this when the fate of Mitros hangs in the balance.
I need to read this again. Okay. So your oath elevates you above the multitudes of the corrupt and the weak. As an action, you can intone your oath using your channel divinity. Enemy creatures within 30 feet of you that are large or smaller in size must make a charisma saving throw or fall prone and lose concentration on any spell they have active. Okay. Has to make a charisma saving throw.
That's everyone.
No, anyone that's if you're just directing it at him, that's fine. Because no one else is shown.
I'm staring right in his face as I'm kind of looming close to him, like as I'm rumbling, getting louder into this. You hear the dragon's roar.
Because of his Fey, yeah, it's because of his Fey ancestry.
Would he still happen with this though? Would he?
Yeah, he's got a feature called Magic Resistance. He's advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm as he falls.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
I'm going to smash his arm with divine smite with the trident. I'm going to take this harp off him. I'm going to try and take off his wrist with my trident. Basically, I'm taking this harp.
Okay, so he's holding it in his left hand, and you are just smashing his right.
No. So as he falls down to the ground, as he falls down, basically he can't resist. I'm going to go and smack with divine smite 2 levels, take off the wrist, and I'm going to take the harp.
Okay. Are you striking the wrist that is holding the harp, or the other wrist?
The wrist that's holding the harp, because this other hand is holding a cup or something from the alcohol, I presume.
Okay.
He'll have disadvantage on both my 2 strikes.
I'm just making you clear that if you are hitting the hand with the harp, there could be potential damage to the harp. Because if you ever held something like a wooden instrument and someone smacked your arm with a fucking weapon, what is the likelihood of the weapon hitting what you're holding? Is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
He's still falling, but he's still holding on to it. So if you want to continue along with that, there's a chance. It's a game. I'm gonna roll a dice if you do it like this.
Well, he said it, so I guess
You
we-
I
you
said,
did
I
say
said
it.
it. I said it. I
Okay.
said it. I'm going for it. I'm
Okay.
going for it.
Okay,
It's
so
it's
he
aimed up,
you,
aim up the
you
arm.
say this,
but
you say this, and he just immediately starts falling back onto the ground, and you get to make an attack roll against him.
I get well 2 attack
with
rolls,
advantage. Well, yeah, but you
Yeah.
get both with advantage because he's technically prone. So do you want to?
Yeah. So I'm targeting him. We're going to go with Trident. We are going to go with versatile.
That hits 17 hits.
Okay. And I'm going to add on. It's directed purely towards the arm now. Okay, because I've hit the arm.
Yeah, it like the thing with Divine Smite is it doesn't really affect non-magical things. Like as in non.
Say goodbye to this guy's arm.
All right, so roll at second level.
Holy shit!
Oh, that was
Oh, that
terrible.
was a low roll as well. Holy shit.
Fuck.
Okay. So and now you're trying to grab the.
Yeah, I'm just loosening up. Even my
Could
second action would
could
be
I
to rip
assist
the.
because I'm beside him?
Oh.
No, because this is he's doing this so fast
Okay, yeah.
that you like the rest of you are all just kind of like conversing. You have not had a chance at all to react to what he's doing. So what I'll do is I'll prompt you with a strength check.
It must be like advantage or something on this because his arm is broken.
'cause, yeah,
He's
okay.
definitely broken his arm.
I can follow along with that. Yeah. You roll again.
Oh, come on, please, please, don't fuck me, game. Oh, okay,
What do you
that's
say?
right.
Okay. Now the question is, how intact is the harp when you do that?
Oh,
I'm gonna roll a d4.
no, don't do this.
On a 1 or a 2, the harp is damaged. The level of damage will remain to be seen.
Oh yeah!
Oh, let's go.
So Prometheus, you say what you managed to scare him, channeling this your Dragonlord oath, this oath that you made when you set out on your journey, before even reaching the oracle, and you channel this this righteousness that you feel as you cause him to fall prone on the ground. As he falls backwards, you pull out your trident and you slam it into the wrist that's holding the harp, and you all see this bright flash from where the trident hits Boreas's arm, causing him to loosen his grasp as Prometheus then reaches forward and grabs the harp from his hands. Combat time now, boys and girls. We toggle you all there, and then I will.
It would be fair enough as I grip the rabbit. I'm gonna be going defend the harp, defend Kira, and kill them all. That's what I'm saying. It feels a bit harsh now, to be honest, but in the mood of.
Oh, sorry, I rolled first.
Yeah, that worked out surprisingly well for my campaign history, to be honest. A little bit dodgy one.
Okay. Alright, so everyone has rolled for initiative. Let's begin combat. Alright. So these are all drunk. Fuck. that means they have disadvantage on their attacks. So immediately, upon seeing Prometheus just lashing out at Boreas, who's lying on the ground, cradling his arm as Prometheus pulls back the harp. We just put prone on him. this Mneid is just going to immediately just attack the first thing that it sees that is not another Mneid or like Boris or the Dryad. So it's just going to attack Leia right in front of her. And it's going to. Oh shit! It's been a while since I looked at the Mneid stats. It's going to be reckless as well, so it would have disadvantage, but it now has advantage. It would have disadvantage, but the advantage cancels out, so it's a straight roll. And she's going to attack you with its dagger once. Leia, for a 12. Does 12 hit you?
No.
Okay, and then it's going to attack you again. Do 2 attacks.
No.
For an 8. Does 8 hit? No.
No.
Okay, that's going to be its turn. It's going to stand there. Next up then is Boreas. He's on the ground, prone. And he's going to immediately stand up, using up half his movement, and he's going to shout at you, saying, "You fucking asshole!" as he's going to pull out his short sword, and he's going to attack you, Prometheus. First one for
Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough, mate.
16. Does that hit?
Nah, you're fucking soft, bro. That's what.
And then at 14. No?
No. They bounce right off. As I'm cradling the harp, they're bouncing off the shield that's on my back. It's not even like
Okay.
it's just bouncing off. But
Yeah, cool. He's not going to move. Next up then is the next Mneid, who's just going to attack Leia, because Leia's in front of her. With his dagger, straight roll, reckless as well. 22 hits
Yeah.
for 5 damage.
Nice.
And then second attack with reckless. 18
Yeah.
hits for
I'll do a reaction, I guess.
7 damage. Okay, so yeah, you can react away.
Yo. Why are we doing this? Just fuck.
Shit.
Where is my fucking reaction spell? Can't see it. Stupid. There you go. I have to target a token. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I target.
Go ahead.
Which one is it? Second
The
me?
top one.
This one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Spells. Features. Wrath Storm. I think you need to do a saving throw for me.
Yeah, so when you dexterity saving throw, I think it's going to be a disadvantage because it's drunk.
Because you're drunk. Hell yes.
For 14, that's a fail. Okay.
Okay, so what does it do? Yeah. I think it's a thunder damage for something.
You
Hang on.
2d8 lightning or thunder, your choice.
Yes. 2d8. I do lightning slash 2d. Roll 2d8. Okay.
9 damage. Okay. Takes 9 damage.
Don't know if I have a plus something though, but it doesn't matter.
Alright. Okay, so that's that. That's Monea's turn. Next up then is Carl. You.
Sorry, what's the situation with the harp again? What's it like right now?
Prometheus is cradling the harp with his back to Boreas after ripping it from Boreas's arm. So he's holding it facing you with his back to Boreas.
Gotcha. So he's in a safe spot right now. Second thing, I don't see my bombs in my inventory, but can you tell me the radius of the bomb?
Where is the bomb? Go. Where the hell did it go? it to your inventory. This. Go back to. They were like 10-foot radius,
10-foot radius.
like
Oh.
circular radius.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like my
Now you
owl.
also have to factor in, it's still raining through the trees. It's misty,
Yep, that's
so
fine.
it's gonna make it more difficult for this to go off.
It's fine. I'd like my bird Eris to put it in between these 4 dudes, so that the radius, if it blows up, will only hit the 4 enemies and not Leia.
Okay. Just put Eris out on the map.
So she'll go up, gently place it down, come back to me.
Okay, so she gently places it down.
So,
Is
so
she?
the radius, if the bomb goes off, the radius does not hurt Leia.
Eris
Anyone
is
else.
0 HP.
Yeah.
How does that work?
She's
Dead.
one.
It's supposed to be plus
She's
1.
1 HP. She's 1 HP. It's like you roll. The lowest you can ever be is 1. So it's if you ever roll a 0, it's just 1. So she puts it down. She puts it down here, and then flies back to you.
And now,
Okay.
I'll use my finger point. I'll throw a fucking fireball that hits the 4 of these dudes, also igniting the bomb.
Or firebolt? Bolt.
The level 3 spell.
Level 3. Okay. Target it. Put down the target.
Shit.
This has turned out beautifully, I must say.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What the hell is this fucking radius?
It's fucking huge. Like, I don't think you realize how massive fireball is until you try to use it, and it's 20 feet sphere. Like,
Is that good enough?
Do a basketball shot on the
put
other
it down
side of
on
it.
Kobe,
Where's-
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
that hits.
Are you lighting a fire in the forest, Carl?
Yeah, hell,
raining.
man.
It's raining,
That-
bro. It's fine.
That hits
In
all
a
of them, and
forest
it
that makes
explodes.
wine, Carl?
Yeah, we'll push
Okay,
it to the right
so-
a little bit so it hits the other
Yeah,
2
yeah.
dudes as well.
Okay, I'll move
It's a
it.
big ass flame.
That's a war crime, destroying wine
We
grapes.
also have that
It's a
fucking
work.
wine elemental there, which is a potential fire hazard.
You're
Fuck.
gonna die.
Even better.
Yeah.
Just explode. Alright?
Are you
All right.
serious? Or are you fucking drunk, Carl?
All right, so
fucking
they all need
chaotic.
to make
Inhaling all those
dexterity saving throws, right?
God damn. What the hell, Carl?
Plus the bomb. It's a 2d10.
Which is
What is this, like a
2d10,
mini
roll
nuke
2d10.
or something?
Actually, the bomb's different, right? That's not a dex save, is it?
It would be its own dex save, but I'll just
Fucking bomb, bro.
because the wetness just didn't really ignite the flower as much as you thought it would. So that's I'll just roll the same dex save for. Okay, hold on. Oh fuck. You just all these dex save. It is for the Maenade, it's disadvantage. For the Maenade, disadvantage. Maenade, disadvantage. Watermelon's normal. Okay, so the Maenade, all 3 Maenades fail, but the water elemental succeeds. So that means Maenades take 28 damage each. Oh shit! Didn't mean no. That was on.
Just
Oops.
curious. Alright.
Alright.
Or, you know, I'll just wait.
What happened to it? God fucking damn it! I accidentally killed one of them and I didn't mean to. Oh, fuck's sake. one of them is still alive. It just took minus 28. And this one. Oh, sorry. And then this one took minus 28. And then the water element, the wine elemental. You see.
That wine gets cooked anyway. Oh.
What's what?
Get some steaks right now.
Mm.
I'm just looking here. So it's 28 divided by 2 is 14.
Yeah.
So that takes 14 damage. Okay.
Dang.
I'll also walk up and body block. So the harp stays a little bit safer.
Okay.
Nice. Team effort. Very true.
Yeah, that's good. That's your turn then.
Mm-hmm.
Next turn is Phoebe. What's Phoebe doing? I'm just gonna get rid of that flame thing because.
Yep.
Oh,
Cool.
shit, what can Phoebe do? Phoebe will give Bardic Inspiration
As a bonus action, 2.
as a bonus action to whoever who is next.
Vigor's next, and then or Kira's next, technically.
Kira has Bardic Inspiration. She's probably not going to do
Wait,
anything.
does
So
Kira
we'll
attack
give it to
anything
Vigor.
Giving it to Vigor. Okay.
Yeah. What else can she do? She can do fucking daggers, I think.
She has a sword.
Oh yeah, she does.
Oh, she.
She's pretty good with it as well, from what she's been doing so far.
She's a Mithril Zephos. She's also got spells. Lots of spells.
You know what? She's gonna stab this one if she can.
Kill him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Will we
Is
do it, or you could
Can you help me with it?
I'd do it there?
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Shit. Sorry, that was attacking the wrong person. Let me just delete that one actually.
Cephas is Xander's thing.
Yeah, no, but Phoebe found one in the forge.
Oh, really? Did not know that.
7.
Shit.
7 does not hit. Oh wait, it has no. That's not, that one hasn't made an attack yet. So yeah, 7 doesn't hit.
Will do.
So she's made an attack roll.
Yeah.
And she's used her bonus action, so she doesn't have anything else to use.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
Is she happy where she is, or she can move?
She can't move because,
Okay.
yeah.
Next up then is Kira.
I have the rugby ball in the back of the scrum right now, so if she's any bit interested in grabbing it, I'm like, no.
Is that code name for something? A rugby ball, yeah.
It's a harp. Well, the metaphor is the
okay.
harp, but yeah.
Yeah.
I should have been a bit more prepared.
Grab that harp. Go, get out of here.
Alright, so then I roll 200. 79.
Oh my god. How does she so much hit points?
Shit! Okay.
What the actual
So,
fuck?
She's a beast.
Kira,
It's the first time Kira does an action.
she rolls a d4 and it rolled 1.
Okay.
So how the fuck do you cast this? And then she just going by her chaotic nature, she ended up casting a 79 is fireball.
What?
Oh my.
So she casts fireball, just pointing at a random point, over here. How the okay, I need to open up character sheet.
Yeah.
So what level
Harp.
fireball?
It's just regular level.
Okay. Level 4, Carl gets wiped out, Leia gets wiped out. Everyone gets wiped out.
I wish it scaled like that.
So
Yeah. she tries to put it as affecting Probably Leia as well. I think.
yeah, I think she'd probably she'd probably put it there,
God damn.
which would affect Leia.
Sorry, Leia.
And
You can take it.
it's just like a moment of like Kira's just reacting to this. She just points at a place, and then you just see this fireball just kind of like in exactly like what you saw from Carl, where it's just a tiny little bead of light appearing on his finger that just zips out to a point, and then just this huge noise appears as you all get blinded briefly by this flash of flame.
Hang on, isn't he in that as well?
No, he's not. It's more than half of the
Oh, okay.
thing.
Kira's dead. Not Kira, Leia's dead.
I was
They
gonna
have
say,
been
is that
dead?
literally
Alright, so that
79
means-
damage?
No, it's a
Oh, okay.
79 for like it rolls. I roll on a table, and then whatever I roll determines what effect happens, and this effect just so happened to correspond with fireball.
Right, okay.
Yeah, adds a little bit of spice to this because there's some fucking crazy shit that can appear on this. So that means water elemental. Let me roll the damage first. 24. Okay, so water elemental. The Maenad. So Maenad makes a dexterity check with disadvantage. This one makes a dexterity check. Dexterity save with disadvantage. That one is not in it. Or no, it's not in it. The water elemental makes a dexterity save with normal. And then the dryad makes a dex save. Nephilim makes a dex save. Or she just actually auto fails because she's unconscious. And then
Rip.
Leia needs you to make a dex save.
Okay.
I'll prompt you now. Leia.
Dodge the flame of life!
Okay. That's a fail. So Kira just kind of like reacting to the situation of like Prometheus starting a fight and then a fireball going off. She just points a finger in one direction, kind of closes her eyes a little bit. And you just all see that flame explode out from her hand. So the elemental. Oh, it's a DC 10. So the elemental takes 12 damage. This Maenad failed, takes a full 24, and dies. This Maenad takes a full 24,
Oh my god.
and dies.
I'm
What
curious
the
to sound.
Dryad,
Yeah.
the Dryad takes the full 24 because she's unconscious from the alcohol, and dies.
May, she
And
could have been
Leia.
important as well, you never know.
Leia's fucking dead, bro.
And Leia takes the full 24
No.
and is unconscious.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Um,
I was not expecting that. But
and Kira's just gonna go, oh fuck.
What the hell have you done, Kira?
And she's does she? Let me see. Does she have any healing?
I was gonna say, could she not re-heal there?
Let me
That
die.
was
Let me
her.
die.
That was her action. So
Let me die, baby.
she can't do anything this turn. Okay. So that
Damn.
is her turn. She's gonna just step away a little bit. Next up then is Maenad that only got blown up by one of the two fireballs. And just seeing like this explosion that just happened. I'm gonna get rid of that template as well. Is going to attack Phoebe.
Oh shit. I don't know
Recklessly.
if he's gonna see.
18 hits. She's
Okay.
armor of 15. And then second attack. 10. Okay, so only one of them hits
Mm-hmm.
for 5 damage.
They're not disadvantaged with the drunk situation?
They're reckless attacking. So
Alright.
if you attack them, you have advantage on hits against them,
Okay.
but they get advantage. It's kind of like you're reckless as well. Alright, that's its turn. It's not going to move or anything.
I have hits on
You have
hitting them. Sorry,
you have
advantage.
advantage on hitting them. Anything that's gone reckless, yeah. Okay, Vigor, your turn.
I like during this phase, I was like eating grapes in the background, and then after seeing Kira's nuclear explosion, I'm just like
And Carl's.
and
You saw
Carl's.
two just
My
brief, very instant, just two fucking huge explosions of
Yeah,
flame.
like
right
I
in
was
front of
scoffing grapes in the background, like so much that my mouth is all purple, and I'm blue, so it's kind of hard to do. And I just drop all the grapes on the floor, and my jaw drops on the floor. And then I'm just getting like really pissed off after seeing Leia's just been like knocked unconscious. And I'm trying to wonder now, as a D&D, can I destroy
Right.
water because it's
Good.
water element? Because I can destroy up to 10 gallons of water.
10 gallons being is each gallon's like 3 point something liters, isn't it? 3.4.
Not
Mhm.
sure.
I
But
don't
I
know.
don't know what
I'm
that
gonna
would be in
pump
terms
around
of
now. Maybe it's 2.2
this water elemental. Like, can I just like
I'm
evaporate
looking
it?
it up.
gallons
Be
a liter.
OP as fuck.
It's 3.7 liters per
So
gallon.
it's. Let me just read the
2.8 liters.
specifics of the spell. Create or destroy water. You can you can destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. A water elemental is not in an open container. It is a creature.
Shit. Okay.
Air is an open container because there's no barrier.
Yeah. I'm gonna use that as an argument.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's clearly not what that's for.
Okay.
Okay. Instead of using destroy water, I'm just gonna moonbeam this motherfucker who's pissed me off.
Elemental.
Yeah. Straight
Okay.
on top of him. He's literally the radius
He
of
covers
his...
the entire fucking radius. Okay. So he makes a Constitution saving throw. Hit the damage button. 7 damage. Okay.
Still pretty ass, actually. What the fuck?
He rolls a 10. That's a fail, right?
Yeah. But like, he's so big, so surely like moving is really slow, right?
So he takes 7 damage.
Nice.
Take that.
All right.
Can't even see the beam.
Yeah, you'll see it when it's his turn to move. Are you happy where you are? Do you want to move?
I can't have a bonus action to heal, can I? Shit. No.
You already
I
cast
can't.
a spell as well.
Yeah.
You can't cast a moving spell.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Next up then is Xander.
Alright, let's get it going up in here.
He's not prone anymore.
Do a nice little attacking with my tasty sword.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, it's a sword. 18 hits.
Okay. It's 12 damage with fire.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'll just go again.
Go ahead.
Big.
On your beast. Go your beast.
Oh wait, I didn't get advantage on the Oh, I can't. Yeah, never mind.
Oh
Okay.
my god, +8. I know it's OP as fuck.
What the fuck is that? I might need to start using that.
It's like he's got it's a +1 weapon and he gets like
18!
+7 from the parts. You roll the fuck. Okay.
Bro!
You did, okay, so just to put this into perspective, he did 40 damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this man dead?
No, he did 30 damage in one go. No, he's not dead. So you step forward past Prometheus, who's shielding the harp, and you just strike forward twice with this blade. That's, you see it like the gem pulse red as you're striking forward, and you catch him across the same hand that Prometheus like almost obliterated, the same wrist, and you just lop off his hand.
Sick.
Like
Really?
you just in
Yummy.
your first slice, you just cut off his hand entirely from where Prometheus had demolished it, and then you just come around again and you just so you lop it off and you come around again with the second slice and you just catch him right across the chest, scorching through his fairly nice clothing, leaving like a long red streak across his chest. That's your turn.
It is, yeah.
Okay, next up is Prometheus. You are holding the harp with your back to him. You're muted.
So I am going to, with the harp, first of all, I'm going to get Bucephalus to, I'm going to communicate mind to mind. I'm going to say, go ride this fucker down. Okay, he's going to sprint directly, basically through me. I'm going to move slightly to the side.
For you and Carl, okay.
Yeah, and he's just going to be like there. I'm going to be like looking at him with the harp. I'm going to sidestep to the side. The horse is going to go whoosh, and try and ram this fucker down. So he has to make a strength save of 14, DC 14, or he gets knocked to his ass. Trampling charge. I can send over the link now if you want.
I know it.
Kill him.
He rolls 12.
So he gets knocked on his fucking ass. Okay.
Does he get moved at all?
No, he pretty much gets knocked underneath the horse, and so now the horse is above him. He can, if he's knocked prone, he can do a hoof attack, which is a 2d6 plus
my
4. So I'll just do a dice roll here. 2d6.
The horse is mounting him.
4.
Oh my god, this horse is killing the fucker. It's 14.
Imagine
Okay.
your horse
14.
just stomps him to death.
So you mentally connect to Bucephalus as to just charge past you, knocking into Boreas, who's only just gotten up and then had his hand lopped off and then just slashed across his chest by Xander, as Bucephalus goes charging by you, knocking him on his ass, and then his hooves just coming down on top of his on top of his lower abdomen, and he just lets out a horrible whine from Boreas. It's like the pain of it all is setting in, losing a hand and then having a horse just clamp down on his chest and abdomen is immensely painful.
This is
Okay.
just like, fuck
Alright.
you, bro.
That's your turn.
That's the horse's turn. I'm gonna move the harp to my left hand, if that's possible, or do I need to get rid of it first? What do you think?
I'm
Then
behind
what
you,
do
bro.
You won't get the benefit of your shield anymore.
That's fine. I'm going to target your man. I'm going to strike again out with my trident. I'm going to use my bonus attack for using. So before I do this, sorry. Spells thunderous. Oh, would thunderous might damage the harp? It's before. Or no, it's kind of more directed towards.
It's directed at where the weapon hits.
Okay, so thunderous smite. It's my bonus attack.
So
I'm going to-
roll to hit. He's prone on the ground, so you have advantage.
What do I get? Oh my.
Roll again. You have advantage.
Okay. Come on, baby.
18 hits.
Okay. Damage. I'm gonna use divine. My last to double
Bruh.
divine smite on him, if necessary. So 4, and I'm gonna.
Are you
use
using thunderous? You're using thunderous smite, right?
the thunderous smite, which is a extra.
You hit the damage button on thunderous smite. You might have to scroll up a sec.
Sorry. Oh, thunderous smite. Yeah, I got a saving throw DC of 15 up to half. I already get pushed away out of the damage. But he's down on the ground, so that's the thunderous smite. And
He rolls a DC. He used to roll a saving throw. He rolls a 20.
okay, he doesn't move. I need to read this real quick. First time he hit a melee weapon. Okay, so I got a 2d6, so I did 11 damage, and he doesn't get moved away.
Let me just double check. Thunderous smite. Let me find it here. Thunderous smite. First time you hit with a melee weapon, Oh yeah. So it just takes the 2d8 thunder damage, and then if it hits, all right.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if this is necessary, but fucking delete him.
Okay.
Get him out.
So
Holy shit!
He did.
he was on 5 hit points. Your hit with your trident put him down to 4. And then you like as you all witness as Prometheus holding the harp in one hand, just do you stab or do you stab with the trident?
I'm pretty much aiming right for this guy's sternum to see basically trying to cause as much like central impact as possible. Like
Okay, so what you all witness is you witness Prometheus jab forward with the trident, and all 3 prongs of the trident bury deep into Boreas' chest as he lets out a little gasp of pain, the last bit of air leaving his lungs, as then Prometheus lays in a thunderous smite and a smite in on top of it, as you just all witness what was like what looked to be him being speared, to then his chest just exploding with the magical energy that's just emitted from Prometheus' spear, as like just the entire you just see flesh flying off of his corpse because he is dead. Ribs get you see ribs get blown apart, and you there's barely any of a torso left at this stage, as you just see a completely mangled torso. As Boreas is dead, completely and utterly
Is there
gone.
a reaction on Kira's face?
She's surprised, but she's not sad
Okay.
that he's dead. Is she surprised at the holy fuck, what the fuck kind of thing? As I think any normal person would be in that kind of situation of just seeing a trident going into someone's chest and then their chest just exploding from the magical energies involved. You move out a little bit.
I'm moving. I'm going to hand the harp over to Kira as my second action.
Yep, she takes it. All right. Next up then is Leia. Can you make a death saving throw for me, please? Roll a d10.
Okay, I just fell.
You want to die?
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't think you really have an option. Okay, hold on.
I mean, I just failed this one death save. If,
she wants to go away.
Well, you might as well roll anyway, no?
Roll anyway and see what happens.
D20, right?
Might be lucky.
Let's fail there.
Fail. So yeah, it's one fail anyway. One fail. Next up then is the water or wine elemental. You guys aren't gonna like what it's gonna do.
It's still a moonbeam, isn't it?
It's still a moonbeam, but it's already taking the damage. It's gonna move out of moonbeam.
Holy shit.
Yes, kill me. On this.
Alright, let me just look at this. It is going to move. It's gonna move here.
Murder.
It can enter your space because it is made of water. And it's going to whelm you. So that means, Carl, you need to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, fuck. I got 12 strength.
See if that wrestling paid off, man. It did? It did, the wrestling paid off?
Enough?
So, yeah, you roll a 15. 15 succeeds.
Let's go.
Hold on, no, hold on. Yeah, I'm just looking through some of this stuff. You still take the damage, but you're not grappled or restrained. So you take Only 10 damage, Carl. Don't know why it's saying you're concentrating on Dragon's Breath.
Yes, you
And
can.
then it's going to make a slam attack against you, Xander.
Okay. Might as well just put them in up one square.
Yeah, put him up one.
Yeah,
and
that's
also
fine.
Leia, you automatically fail.
Oh. Shoot.
I think rules of death saves are if you take any damage, it's an automatic fail, or is it 2 automatic fails?
Probably automatic fail.
I think it's only an automatic death if you achieve all your hit points again. So if she gets all her hit points done afterwards, an instant death. You know, like
Yeah.
I presume she has 30 something.
Taking damage at 0 points. If you take damage while you have 0 points, you suffer a death saving throw. If this damage is from a critical hit, you suffer 2. Okay, so it's not a critical.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're on 2 death saves. You've 2 failures now.
Wait, isn't that just 2 failures? In total?
You're on 2 total now.
Yeah, so I'm dead.
No, it's 3.
One more.
3. You need to fail 3. It's 3 successes and 3 failures. And that's going to make a
Right.
slam attack against you, Xander. For 15, does that hit?
No.
Okay.
So can I do my sentinel attack?
Your sentinel attack? Go. Well, that was technically the whelm was not an attack. It just entered into their space, so that wouldn't have triggered the sentinel attack. But then, so can you do sentinel attack against something that attacked you?
Other than me. So technically, I could do repose. Repose. Well.
Yeah, you could do riposte. You just can't use the sentinel attack there.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess it's just a regular weapon attack.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And add a superiority die to it as well.
Go ahead.
Oh wait, what? Must be what? Must be target a token before rolling. Oh,
Have you selected yourself? And then
there you go.
does not hit.
Okay. But I still have to use superiority die, or is that for the?
That was the superiority. The superiority die is you add to the damage, right?
I think it's the damage. Yeah. So I don't.
You used your superiority die to.
So I still have to.
Riposte.
I still have to use it then.
Yeah, you still have to use it.
Okay.
All right. That is the elemental's turn. Next up is the dryad, who's dead. Then top of the round is the Maenad, who's dead. Then Boreas, who's dead. Then the other Maenad, who's dead. To then Carl. I'll just remove all of these.
I'll crouch down beside Leia and be like, "How you doing down there?"
You can heal her, can't you?
How you doing down there?
I'm just curious why she wants to die.
I think
I
know what
heal
it
her
is.
by pouring the potion over her.
Potion of healing, you mean?
Like pouring it over her as opposed to drinking
Carl,
it.
I don't think that's a good idea. There's
No.
probably a reason.
You would know. You are learned enough to know that pouring a potion on top of someone does not heal them. You have to be ingested.
Ah, fuck. Alright.
You can force it down her throat.
Yeah, I was gonna
if you
say.
want,
You gotta force it.
but that would be an action,
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
and you're currently being buffeted by water because you're technically the elemental is like slamming against you as it's moving around. Okay, you doing that?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
All right. So roll your potion of healing.
Shit. Potion of healing. I must select a token before.
Or a target if you like alt left click on Leia.
Usability.
And hit the heal phase. So Leia, you just got healed for 6 hit points, and you are currently getting buffeted by a elemental right in front. Like you were in the same space as this water elemental.
Am I being waterboarded as I
Yeah.
wake up?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, it's like
Mm.
you get knocked unconscious by this flash of fire, and then you just wake up from Carl shoving a potion of healing down your throat, and it's just like immediately you're just getting splashed with water in the face.
Is this hell?
No, I'm pretty sure it's similar to the Skyrim intro. It's like, welcome, look who's awake. You know?
Yeah. And
I-
then Thomas the Tank Engine comes across the screen.
I glare at Carl. Man, what the fuck did you heal me? Fucking just let me die, bitch.
You see, I'm out of here.
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh
That's my-
shit! What
that's
was
my turn.
that?
Those missy step, boys and girls.
You
Uh,
fuck!
Wait.
You 6 HP. And you leave me!
he
Heals you for 6
Shit.
damage and
he
fucking
heals you
legged it.
while you're getting buffeted by this water elemental, and then just nopes out. All right, you're happy where
Like
you
suffer
are.
more pain. and
Yeah,
runs
yeah,
away.
I'm happy right now.
All right, next up is Phoebe. What does Phoebe do? Jasmine.
Where the fuck is the harp? Does it say?
Prometheus has it. Prometheus is holding
No,
it.
Wait,
I gave it to Kira.
Oh,
give it to-
Kira's holding it. Sorry, Kira's holding it now.
Maybe you'll cast Cloud of Dag
Out of daggers on the nothing. Okay.
on this. Make sure there's away from.
Yeah, yeah. No, you wouldn't if you can. You can cast it on that with no problem without hitting Xander or yourself.
I don't know how Cloud Daggers work, but I actually have.
If you just cast the spell, it should give you a template.
Can I don't think I can use her. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll do it then. I'll just do it quickly.
So this. Oh,
Okay. Cloud of daggers. Oh yeah, she cast suggestion. I forgot about that last session. Interesting. So yeah, template is down, so it just takes damage then in the area.
yes. They
10
start off.
damage. Let me just read Cloud of Daggers. Okay. So you see Leia and Xander this from where Phoebe is. Like Phoebe points out and she kind of raises a finger up to her temple as you just see these daggers start swirling around, appearing and swirling around in the space of the elemental. The elemental's technically like right there, but that's the one way it could hit without damaging you guys. And you see the daggers chopping through the water, but it doesn't seem to really have as much of an effect as you would have thought.
Shit. No. Okay,
Is Phoebe gonna stay where she is, or is she gonna move?
let's just move to like next to Kira.
That's fine. Next up then is Kira. Nothing happens. Next up then is the other Maenad. Oh, actually, Phoebe would have procced opportunity attack from the other Maenad.
Wait, isn't they dead? No.
That one's not dead. No.
Shit. I'm stupid.
So it would have attacked her once,
Right.
but yeah, if
Failed.
nothing happened. But now it's the Maenad's turn, so the Maenad's going to attack you.
Let's die again. Let's go.
Recklessly. For a 17?
Yeah.
That hits?
Oh wait, no, I think mine's 18. Mine's
Oh, that misses then. Okay, and then it attacks again.
yeah.
21 hits. Come on, roll good, roll good, roll good, roll good. Fucking hell.
It's time for my reaction.
Yeah.
I have 1 HP, right?
You're on 1 HP, you're still alive.
I'm still alive. I react. You'll need to do a
Dex save, okay. And it has disadvantage because it's drunk.
drunk ass bitch.
13, it fails, so roll 2d10.
Slash roll 2D. Is it 10 or 8? I don't really.
It's 8. It's 8. 8, that's right.
Maybe it's 3 now because I'm level. We don't.
That's a good point.
Never
You can
mind.
check that afterwards.
Let's
It
check
might
it
be
out.
level 6 when you get it, but so 9. 9 damage.
If
It's
you
now
go.
you just like it hits you as you are on death's door, Leia. You got knocked unconscious by the flash of fire, and you come back back to consciousness after getting buffeted by this water element or wine elemental in your space, as Carl shoves a potion down your throat and then fucking yeets himself out of there. And then this Minea just starts slashing you twice with its dagger. One of them hitting you in a place, and hitting you like in the ribs, dangerously close to your heart, and you start to see blood coming out from where you got slashed. But you just instantly invoke Wrath of the Storm, blasting it in the face with 9 thunder damage.
Blasting. Die, bitch. Okay,
Next
yeah.
up then is Vigor. You are concentrating on your moonbeam. And you got inspiration.
Okay, so I have Scorching Ray, alright? Which
Yep.
is in the crown of the Dragonlord. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming I can just like cast it like a normal spell.
Yep.
Okay. It hits one creature, so I'm assuming I can deal damage to the water element without hitting
Yep.
Xander. Okay, cool.
Or Leia.
Or Leia.
So just target.
How do I do that in here?
And then if you're on your spellbook side, you can just click if you scroll down to the bottom of your spellbook on your character sheet, you'll see the magic item section, and then if you click on the dice symbol, if you hover over the image for Scorching Ray.
Oh, Bardic
Did you target?
Inspiration.
Right.
I got a prompt for Bardic Inspiration.
You can use it if you have Bardic Inspiration. You can use it if you want.
Is that sorry? I've never actually had this. Is that in addition to my damage?
It's addition to your attack roll.
Okay.
Okay, so 20
Nice.
hits. So hit the damage fast.
Damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's
Unfortunate on the
so
roll.
anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you managed with a 20. You don't hit.
Is that not a critical?
No, that's a dirty 20. It's not a natural 20.
Okay.
All right. Are you happy where you are? Or do you want to move? You still have Moonbeam going on the side.
I mean, doesn't that go away when I?
No, it's because Scorching Ray is not a concentration spell.
You can move it.
I can't move it because it costs an action, so I guess it
Does it
just
cost an
stays.
action to move it?
I
Okay.
I think that's what you told me before, yeah. If it's not, I'm moving it on to him. Like.
You can use an action, to move
Okay,
move
yeah,
the
that
beam.
makes sense. That'd be okay.
It's still going. You still see this column of like silvery light, right? Right where you cast it. All right. You don't want to move or anything. You're happy where you are. Cool.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Next up then is Xander. You
Alright.
got this big ass fucking elemental in your face.
Alright, let's get it, let's go. Nice tasty sword attack.
Nice.
For
Okay.
an 18 that hits.
Yep.
8 damage.
It's fire. Yeah.
So you slash through the water.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
just do it again.
Alright, 24 hits. For another 10 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
And
So you're just flashing through the water with the elemental in front of you.
I do an action
That
surge.
fucking thing is nasty.
Take out
Oh, okay.
again.
Going again. 19 hits.
Yeah. 17 damage.
17 damage. Yeah, keep going. You got another attack.
Fuck him up.
Oh, another one again. Oh,
Yeah, no, yeah. Because action surge gives you two. You get 2 attacks per action.
Oh my god, that's good. That's
Aye, aye.
insane. Yeah. Damn.
This is where fighters are fucking broken, man.
11. Okay.
So you all just witness Xander go into like an anime moment of just slashing through the water 4 times in front of you, and you see where the blade just cutting through, the water just turning to steam. Right around where Xander is slashing it. Is that your turn, or you trying to move, or you?
Yeah, that'll be my turn. That's it.
Okay. Next up then is Prometheus. You just have to handing the harp back to Kira.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna get Bucephalus to run at the last Dryad, or the last sorry, not what they call it, Dryads, are they?
Maenad.
Maenad. I'm gonna get Bucephalus to go run at the chap, and it's gonna knock the last one. Try knock out one. Last one as the last. So that's going to be a DC 14 to stay on its feet.
DC 14 strength save, right?
Yeah.
13. What's the first one I rolled? I would have failed anyway. Yeah.
So and now it's a 2d6.
Roll 2d6.
Plus 4, I think. Yeah. Here, Bucephalus is the MVP of this fight.
So you witness your horse just charge by. Wait, what's the distance it has to travel?
20 feet. So we were just at 20.
You were there. You were there. That's
Or
10 feet.
I think it was one more.
No, it was that's still only 15 feet.
1, 2, 3, and 20 on the chap.
Yeah, but it's from the center of he's a large creature, so it's from the center of him.
Okay, could I have got him to do a 5 feet run up, just to move back 5 feet? Because he's got 60 feet of movement, It's a little bit of a whirl.
Yeah. He would have actually. Oh, he would have if he did that, he would have procced an opportunity attack from the elemental.
Sure. Fuck it. See what he got.
Okay. See what the elemental does attack wise. Slam it. For a 22.
That hits. How much damage did you do?
13 damage to your horse as it backs away and then charges forward. And then you witness your Prometheus's horse slam into the Maenad that's just after slashing at Leia, who's bleeding heavily on the side. As the horse comes back down and then just turns the Maenad's head into just smashing a watermelon. Just where once was a Maenad's head, there is none anymore.
Fantastic. I'm gonna move up to get into contact with the water elemental.
Okay, hold on. Now the elemental is technically there. I haven't moved away so that I can actually access you guys. Okay.
So I'll move here, I guess. I'm going. Actually, I can't move in the same space with my horse unless I'm riding on it. Can I? Or is that?
You can. Cause it's just.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use.
Yeah, you have to be if you want to try and reach Leia, you have to be reaching into the elemental, just so you know. You don't know what that'll do, but the elemental is in the same space.
Okay, I'm going to use my first movement is going to attack the elemental and I'm going to add in the Thunder Smite onto this if possible. So bonus
15
and
15 hit.
So I'll roll damage, but because I said it beforehand, I could add in the bonus of the Thunder Smite.
Okay, so it needs to make a strength save.
Yeah. And that's only for the 10 feet pushed backwards if it fails.
It fails.
Gets pushed
so
10 feet away.
It gets pushed back to here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to
and
next.
It takes what? How much? 5 plus 6.
12. 17.
Where?
Oh,
17.
sorry. Oh, sorry, no, sorry. 5 plus 6. You're right. Sorry.
5 plus 6. That's your adamantine trident. Doesn't really seem to have much of an impact against this.
Kind of makes
As
sense.
much of an impact as you would have liked. So instead of doing the 5, it does 2. But the 6, so 8 damage to the elemental.
Okay. I'm going to, as my secondary, or a secondary action, I'm going to use lay on hands wherever this is.
Okay, hold on now. No, it's you either make an attack, 2 attacks in one action, or you heal for.
Oh. Okay, then I'm going to continue on the attack then. Because
Okay.
I've already done one attack, so it's good to know that. I want to move up here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stepping over the dead, charred body of your man.
Oh, dude, yeah, you're kind of squished. Like you kind of, Xander, you were a little bit covered by the gore of the explosion of, and it was an explosion of Boris's body. Natural 1 for 7. It does not hit. But yeah.
Okay, I'll just roll damage just to get it out of the way. But I know it's nothing. So
Yeah,
chill.
okay. All right, that's your turn. Next up then is Leia.
Yes, I will heal myself
Heal yourself, okay.
for healing. As I'll cast it at 3rd level. I heal myself. Oh shit. Then I'm gonna.
Wait, did you heal yourself?
Yes. I targeted myself.
I don't know why I didn't hear you. It was 18, okay.
18. Do I add them?
You're on
Okay.
19 now. I'll
Cool,
add it here.
Thank you. And then I'll target the water elemental. I can use a cantrip spell, right?
You can use a cantrip, yeah. For your action, that was a bonus
You know what I'll do? I'll do my fucking Toll the Dead. It's a versatile. So you need a. Can you do me a DC 16? There.
Okay.
Are you a smart water elemental? You
Oh, so close to a 20. An 8. It failed.
Yes.
Whoa. Rip.
Oh my fucking god.
Die.
2d12 and you roll 22.
Yeah. She just came back from hell.
What kind of damage type is?
It's a necrotic damage.
Yeah. That works against water for some reason.
30 there.
I'm surprised fire worked on the water actually.
Yeah, there's certain stuff that doesn't. It's resistant and immune to some stuff, but
turns to steam. Gets rid of it.
Yeah, it turns to steam. Yeah,
shrinks it.
So yeah, you cast Toll the Dead on the little water elemental, as that was around about what you needed. As you all hear a bell ring right in front of the like what seems to be the face of this elemental that was forming and then disappearing and then reforming, kind of in different parts of this mass of water that's spinning in front of you. And Leia, just on the cusp of death, heals herself and then just points, ringing a bell right in front of the elemental's face as it just shudders and then just collapses into a puddle of water, puddle of wine on the ground. And yeah, that is combat.
Cool.
GGG. Will we pick it up next time, or do you want to queue for a little
Sounds
bit?
good, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll pick it up next time. That's a good place to
Okay.
end.
Cool.
Yay.
Cool.
Yay.
Happy days.
Alright.
GG,
Great.
guys.
So just
GG.
to summarize, you found Boreas, you fucking murdered him in a horrible way, and you killed all of his
No, the horse did.
Sorry, we tried to be
no, Prometheus did. You exploded his chest.
Don't blame us for not trying to be diplomatic. We
Well, you did. You and I gave you a diplomatic solution.
yeah, well,
Yeah, the solution was to go somewhere else. We don't need that.
And then
That's still
you
killing
recover
stuff.
the harp with it was a fucking close call though. That was a
I know,
close
Yeah,
was
one.
fair
so
play.
close.
And I was wondering actually what would happen if it was damaged. Like something would explode. We'd all take like 20.
Honestly-
No, you just failed the
Honestly,
fucking.
it would have destroyed the harp, and it would have to be repaired by Vulcan.
Oh no, we'd have to go back to Vulcan.
No, we'd
and-
summon him.
oh.
We'd summon him.
Oh, we'd summon him. Yeah.
And
It will
how
take time for him
and
to
where
fix
and
that.
where would he repair it?
Yeah, Vulcan, I command you to
You
bring your
summon
entire
summon
forge
like
to
you
me.
summon him to Mitros, where and then
That's what
how
he
the
could
fuck
teleport
does yours
back with the
work?
harp. No, he could teleport back.
Doesn't
with the
work
harp.
like that.
No, you'd have to send the harp there.
Yeah, we just get a pigeon.
Alright, I'll stop the stream there.
Yeah.